Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is the 18th chapter, Religious and Social Reformers. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about many of the social and religious reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Dayananda Saraswati, Pandita Ramao and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. First of all, what do you mean by religious and social reformers? At the time of the 18th century, there are many of the superstitions there in our Indian society. It may be that is sati system, it may be that is a child marriage, it may be that is a dowry system, it may be that is child labor. So as well as many of what we call a superstitions or a social issues is there in the Indian society. To eradicate these all issues in the Indian society, to bring the new ideas, to bring a new changes, a modification in the Indian society which can be enhance the ability of the Indians in modernization. It is called as a religious and social reformer. The first of all, the first man, the man who actually known as the father of Indian Renaissance, that is Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Rajaram Mohan Rai was the man who actually start the concept of social and religious reform at the time of 18th century. The man who opposed the sati system, the man who opposed the orthodox community in the Indian society, one who always believe in the old ideas, the old thoughts, and they're going to continue in the same way. It may be that is a caste system, it may be that is untouchability, it may be that is sati system. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was the man who opposed this, so that's why he was known as the father of Indian Renaissance. Let's start with the Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Raja Ram Mohan Rai was born in the year of 1772 in Bengal. He was responsible for the removal of many of several harmful social religious practices. He is best known for his fight against the cruel practice which is known as sati. Then what do you mean by sati? Sati system is nothing but if the husband was died, so at the same time when the funeral was going on of the husband, the wife also had to be entered to the fire and she also is going to bury it. This concept in the Indian society is well known as sati system. In Canada it is known as ಸತಿ ಸಹಗಮನ ಪದ್ಧತಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಸತಿ ಸಹಗಮನ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ, ಪತಿ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಂಡ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ, ಸತ್ತೋದಾಗ, ಹೆಂಡತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಆ ಒಂದು ಗಂಡನ ಚಿತೆಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಣವನ್ನ ಬಿಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ 18th ಸೆಂಚುರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಇದನ್ನ ಸತಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪೋಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ Raja Ram Mohan Rai in the year of 18th century. Raja Ram Mohan Rai, the man who actually who actually get an education in the London. After he returned to the India, he make many of the differences in the Indian society and in the London society. After he realized that these superstitions is the reason still we are under the control of the British, he was the man who actually tried to make a modification in the Indian society. So that's why he opposed sati system. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವರು ಸತಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಈ ರೆಫರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಬೆಂಟಿಕ್, ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಜನರಲ್, ಟು ರಿಮೂವ್, ಟು ಅಬಾಲಿಷ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸತಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ society. So in the year of 1829, by the reference of the Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Lord William Bentinck introduced the act, a prohibition of sati act, which eradicate this issue in the Indian society. And Raja Ram Mohan Rai fought against a caste system also. He believed that if we have to get any unity, if we have to get any harmony in the Indian society, we have to give any equality for everybody without making any discriminated based on the caste or based on the religion. So this is also a concept of the Raja Ram Mohan Rai. And he strongly believed that if we have to make a modification in the Indian society, that is only path, that is only way, that is Western education. ಸೊ ರಾಜಾರಾಮ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ರಾಯ್ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಪಡೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷನ್ನು, ಸೈನ್ಸನ್ನು, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸನ್ನು, ಈ ರೀತಿ ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಾಣೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ಬಲವಾಗಿ ನಂಬಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಜಾರಾಮ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ರಾಯ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ he start many of the schools which provide an education for the girls also. So without making a discrimination based on the gender, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಸರ್ವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ರಾಜಾರಾಮ್ ಮೋಹನ್ ರಾಯ್ ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ದ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಚ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಆಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಮಾಜ್, ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜ್. ಇವರು ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾತಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮರಸ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಹುಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಅಪೋಸ್ ದ ಐಡಲ್ ವರ್ಷಿಪ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪೂಜೆನ ವಿರೋಧಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಅಪೋಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ 18th century. So you people know that untouchability is a stigma of the Indian society. So that is there in the 18th century. It was opposed by the Rajaram Mohan Rai. After the Rajaram Mohan Rai, there is another man is there who actually tried to change, who actually make a modification in the Indian society, that is Dayananda Saraswati. Dayananda Saraswati also one of the social reformer who established one of the Samaj which is very popularly known as a Arya Samaj. This Arya Samaj was established in the 1875. It is against the caste discrimination, and it is opposed to idol worship and as well as the child marriage. You people know that child marriage, it is one of the biggest social issue at the time of the 18th century. It was opposed by the Dayananda Saraswati. And Dayananda Saraswati also believed that if any changes should be take the place in the India, that is from the Western education, that is from the education. So that's why he also established many of the schools, many of the colleges also. Among them, the very important college, that is Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College. It is known as DAV, Dayanand Anglo-Vedic College. And he also starts one of the movement which is popularly known as Shuddhi movement. And what do you mean by Shuddhi movement? A purification of rituals movement. Then what do you mean by purification of rituals? It means Shuddhi Chaluvali anta helidre, suppose if any Hindu is going to convert it to the Christianity due to the reason of untouchability, or it may be due to the reason of any greedy things, there is again chances to return back to the Hindu religion. This is called the Shuddhi movement. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತಾಂತರ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂದೂ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಚಳುವಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಯಾನಂದ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಯಾನಂದ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಅಪೋಸ್ಡ್ the caste system in India. So because of the reason he believed that this caste system is the reason we are still under the control of the British. So that's why he opposed the caste system in the Indian society. And Dayananda Saraswati wanted two women to be educated and wanted two Vedas to be translated from Sanskrit to Hindi, so that the common people also can be understand what is there in our Vedas. And he given a statement also, Vedas were truth. That is the concept of Dayananda Saraswati. And he given a slogan to the people, return to Vedas. ವೇದಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So this is a very popular slogan by the Dayananda Saraswati at the time of 18th century. And after the Dayananda Saraswati, here we have to remember another very greatest reformer, social religious reformer, that is Pandita Ramabai. Pandit Ramabai was also one of the very important social reformer, actually born in the year of the 1858. She was a poet, and as well as she was a fighter for women's rights. She was a scholar at the time when women were not encouraged to study. In fact, her father was thrown out of his house because he had angered people to educating his wife. Ramabai could recite 20,000 verses by the age of 15. Though she is faced numerous social taboos, she tried to improve the position of women in society. You people know that Pandit Ramabai is not only a poet, she is also a greatest social reformer. You know that at the time of the 18th century in India, there is a gender discrimination, isn't it? Gender discrimination, it means there is no equality between the male and female. So actually, women were not allowed to get an education in the Indian society. It was opposed by the Pandita Ramabai. She strongly believed that if women also get any rights, if women also get any position, status in the Indian society, that is only from education. So that's why Pandit Ramabai she's always given a equality between the male and female, and she always have a demand to give an education equally for everybody without making any discrimination based on the gender. And she started many of the schools, especially which given an education for the women. And she established one of the society also, which is known as Arya Mahila Samaj. So this Arya Mahila Samaj, it is tried to bring awareness among the women about their rights, about what are the problems, what are the social issues is there in the Indian society, and how women were exploited by the men, especially in the men-dominated society in India. It was explained and tried to bring the awareness among the women in India. ಸೊ ಇವರು ಕೂಡ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಸ್ಥಾನಮಾನವನ್ನು ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೋರಾಟಗಳನ್ನು ಆರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ವೇರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್. ಸ್ತ್ರೀ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವರು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೀ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇವರು ಕವಿಯತ್ರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಬರವಣಿಗೆ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ಜನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ರಿಫಾರ್ಮರ್ who try to bring the changes, modification in the Indian society. After the Pandit Ramabai, the another man who tried to change a Muslim society, the man from the Muslim religion, that is Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was also one of the social reformer at the time of the 18th century. Was born in the year of the 1817. Was a very well respected man in the field of education and the Muslim community after the revolt of 1857. So why? Because of the reason, at the time of the 18th century, not only in the Hindu religion, even in the Islam religion also, there are many of the superstitions, there are many of the social issues is there. It may be there is a parda system, it may be there is no education for the females in the Islam religion. So that's why it was opposed by the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. As you people know that in the Islam religion, the education is given to the men and as well as for the others also through the madrasas only. It means only what we call a religious education spiritual education was given to the students, for the children of the Islam religion. It was opposed by the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, and he is also strongly believed that we have to give a modern education, we have to give a Western education for everybody. So that's why he fought for the women's right. So that's why he believed that to adopt the new things in the Islam religion, so he established one of the college, which is Anglo-Oriental College. Nowadays it is known as Aligarh Muslim University. So Sir Syed Ahmad Khan is also not only trying to give an education for the everybody, that is a Western education without making a discrimination, is also opposed the parda system. What do you mean by parda system? As you know that especially for the women in the Islam religion, parda system is there. Parda system, it means that is burqa, isn't it? It means women were not allowed to enter any society, any public places without any parda or without any burqa. It was opposed by the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, isn't it? So like this, he whatever it may be, talaq, the triple talaq system which is there in the Indian society, especially in the Muslim religion, it was opposed by the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. So that's why Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was the man who actually opposed this all bad rituals or bad superstitions which is there in the Islam religion, and he also tried to make a modification in the Indian society. So he is also well-known social religious reformer. So this is all about this chapter. The Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Dayananda Saraswati, Pandita Ramabai, and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. These social religious reformers were the peoples one who tried to change the modification in the Indian society, one who tried to eradicate the social issues in the Indian society. So that's why these people, not only these people, even you can take an example of Jyotiba Phule, Savitriba Phule, Atmaram Panduranga, Annie Besant, like this, many of the people is there, but these were the very popular. This is all about the chapter. Suppose you have any question, you can ask through the WhatsApp. Thank you.